Heyo friends, this is Matt with BoLS, and you may be wondering why I'm sitting at my pro gamer battle station rig instead of my typical wall of games, and that's because today we're taking a look at a video game! But don't worry, I'm not going too far out of my depth, since today we are taking a look at the digital version of Fury of Dracula. Straight up, I am a huge fan of this game. It's got great atmosphere and delightfully sneaky mechanics and an asymmetrical gameplay, which I seemingly can't stop talking about how much I love. The game released this week, and I was fortunate enough to get in on the beta release, so I've been playing for a little while. In case you don't know anything about Fury of Dracula, here's a quick overview. Dracula is sneaking his way around Europe, spreading his influence and just being a real jerk. Opposing him are a team of vampire hunters who travel from city to city, searching for clues of Dracula's whereabouts. If they can find and kill the vile Count before he is able to solidify his dark influence over all of Europe, they can defeat the devil and save the world! And dropping the fun, flowery language, Dracula is trying to increase his influence track to 13, and the hunters are trying to deal him 15 damage, but it's not as exciting if you say it that way. Anyway, gameplay is what makes Fury of Dracula so good. It's a one versus many deduction game with unique player abilities and some rock, paper, scissors style combat. On each of Dracula's turns, he secretly moves to a city and sets up an encounter there. On each turn, these city and encounter cards move down the trail of city cards, tracking his last 6 locations. But if one of these cards moves off the end of the trail, that encounter card matures, doing bad stuff for the hunters and increasing his influence, which is again how he wins. However, at the same time, the hunters are moving from city to city and can attempt to search while in those cities. If any city they search in is also a city that is on Dracula's trail, that card is revealed. This shows the hunters they're on the right track and closing in on Dracula. Some of the encounter cards Dracula lays out are his vampire minions. If a hunter stumbles onto one such encounter, or Dracula himself, they will be pulled into combat. Combat uses sort of a rock, paper, scissors mechanic, with each combat card having different icons. Some cards will specify which icons they can defeat or are defeated by, and any other special effects they might have as well. There are other things like items and special events and train tickets, but for the sake of this quick overview, we're focusing on core gameplay. Just know they exist. What's great about the Fury of Dracula digital release is it doesn't change anything about how the game plays, it just streamlines the fiddliness of it. No longer do you have to worry about Dracula accidentally forgetting which cities are on his trail or have that sneaking suspicion that he might have swapped city cards out while you were out grabbing snacks. Plus, the AI can control the hunters or Dracula, so I can finally play even though I don't have any friends. And in case I didn't highlight it enough, I really like Fury of Dracula. It absolutely encapsulates that feeling of hopelessness in the first half, when the hunters are just wandering around aimlessly, searching for clues and slowly watching the world fall apart around them. But then, at that first real lead, and you get that rush of adrenaline knowing you're getting ever closer to your goal, which is a near-immortal vampire who could kill you with a single swipe. Why are you doing this? Because you have to save the world, that's why. If you're a fan of Fury of Dracula, or if any of this sounds interesting, do yourself a favor and grab yourself a copy. Plus, it's got multiplayer capability, so if you do have friends, they can join you without leaving the sanctity of their own home. So if all this sounds interesting, please go check out Fury of Dracula Digital Edition. And if you like this video, please give it a like. It really does help us a lot. Comment down below with which vampire media is your favorite. Personally, I can't get enough of Dracula Dead and loving it. And if you subscribe, Dracula won't turn you into a vampire! Unless you want him to. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.